Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the second video I am filming today. The first one I did a full face of e.l.f. So I think that video will be up after this one. So if you want to see me do that, stay tuned. But first I wanted to talk about my favorite affordable eyeshadows, my go-tos. They're not super high maintenance, but when you're shopping for makeup, especially if you're someone who's just getting into makeup, or maybe you just have an occasion where you need to get some eyeshadow, but you don't want to go and spend a bunch of money. You don't want to go and buy a $40 palette or spend a lot of money on eyeshadow if it's not something that you're going to continue using if you don't really wear a lot of makeup. Let me turn down my brightness just a little. I think that's better. So yeah, that's one reason, but also in my last video that I uploaded, I used a Sephora eyeshadow palette, and I don't even know if you can really get it anymore, but I did try to share the name of it, and that kind of made me start thinking, like, what would I recommend? And I've got quite a few things here that I just use on the daily. I will be honest with you guys, a lot of my eyeshadows are old. They're expired. You can't get the palettes anymore, things like that. But these are all current and you can still get them. And the great thing is they're all under $10. So that's awesome. Some of them are even under $5. So yeah, I will be doing some swatches for you. And then another thing that I wanted to say is there are tons of videos on the internet like this. There are lots of other artists, there are other creatives and influencers that you can get this information from, okay? But I think that, you know, a lot of people would look at this video who are into makeup and be like, oh yeah, I've already seen those. I already know this stuff. Everyone knows that those are good, but not everyone knows. Because I think that we forget there are several people out there who maybe this is their first time getting into makeup, whether they are 15 or they're 50. Maybe they've just discovered the beauty community online and they missed the whole 2016 era when everyone was getting into makeup and all of the influencers and creators were making tutorials for beginners. Everything now is product reviews. So I would like to focus a little bit more on get ready with me's and tutorials on my channel. Things that are very kind of no fuss, very approachable, because I think that a lot of people who don't wear makeup are sometimes intimidated by it or can be overwhelmed when they go into the store due to the way it's marketed now. Everything has skincare in it. Everything is, you know, and everything, all of the models that you look at wearing makeup are very young and have perfect skin and symmetrical faces, and everything is edited, and so it makes makeup feel like it's not very approachable or it's really high maintenance, and it doesn't need to be that way. Do you know what I mean? But some people just don't like makeup, and that's totally fine. If you don't want to wear it, then I'm not really sure what you're doing here, but I am here to help you. Well, anyway, let's get into some of my favorite eyeshadows that are affordable. They are drugstore. They're very accessible. You can get them Walmart, Target, online, CVS, Walgreens, lots of different stores. Some of them even the dollar stores. And they're all kind of a no fuss, very easy to work with. Not only are they affordable, but they have great formulas. Just because something is affordable doesn't mean it can't be great quality. And so I feel that if you are someone who is just now starting to get into makeup, or not even makeup, some people do wear makeup but they don't really wear eyeshadow, I think that this is going to be a good video for you because it can take some of your guesswork and trial and error out. There are more expensive shadows at the drugstore that don't perform the way these do. So let's get into it. The first ones I'm going to tell you about are the e.l.f. Bite Size Shadow Quads. You may have seen these in store and been like, These are so good. This is my second one of the I Love You a Latte. This is such a great, this is super beginner friendly. And you can see I've hit pan. I use these two shades a lot. This could be great for the eyes and the brows. This could be a really nice kind of multitasking quad. And I'll do some swatches for you. These are soft and smooth. You're not skipping out on quality at all. But they're $3, depending on where you get them. If you get them at a CVS or Walgreens, they might be a little more. There's always a markup there. But Walmart or Target, these are $3, okay? And these are great quality. $3. And this is a go-to. This is why it's my second one. No fuss, no hassle. Don't even really have to think about it. Take a brown in the crease. Take the matte vanilla, blend it out. If I want to go a little deeper, add the darker brown, whatever. Oftentimes I'll do a 1 or 2 shadow look with that. Easy peasy. And then they have other shades. Most of the time in store, I've noticed they will keep the neutrals. Today, I'm actually wearing Cream and Sugar on my eyes. And I used every single shade today. They blend so well. They last. I don't notice an issue with any of the longevity. This would be a great one if you've got an event to go to. Shimmers always look really nice. That's very close to my skin tone. Look at that. I'm wearing this all over my lid and this on the inner corner. And then just a smidge of this on the outer corner. Not a lot. $3. And I think these could get overlooked if you are not very involved in like the beauty space online and on social media, because they look so unassuming. They look like they would be cheap, I think, because of the packaging. But I think they focused on the quality of the shadows and didn't spend a lot on the packaging, and that's what makes these affordable. Do not skip over these. They've got a beautiful kind of mauve tone one as well. I love this like cooler tone one. Again, very smooth, very consistent quality with all of the shades of this. I'm not used to swatching with my like left hand. I didn't swatch that very well, but I mean, you get it. Once it's on the eyes, very, very good. Very good. And then I'll do the last one for you. This is the shade Truffles. Now this would be better if you are a little bit deeper skin tone. I think this will work better for you. This gets a little dark and smoky on my skin tone. But again, if you have a deeper skin tone, this could be more of an everyday quad for you. Got a nice kind of taupe here, a warm kind of caramelly brown, a chocolatey brown, and then a black. It's got some sparkle in it, but it really doesn't translate. That, I could wear that alone as just a one shadow look. That'd be really pretty. Those are great. They make a green one, and I haven't got the chance to try it yet. But the bite-sized quads, they're great quality, blendable, pigmented, smooth, long-lasting, super affordable. It doesn't get better than that, right? But staying in that kind of $3 range, I also have these. Look very unassuming. They have very old school packaging. These are the Maybelline Expert Wear eyeshadows. And I picked these up because I felt these would be nice if you want something super, super simple. These will be good one shadow looks if you are around my skin tone. I bought this one because of Jessica Braun. If you don't know who she is, you should go check her out. She is a YouTuber who I have watched for several years now. I love her content, and she's very practical with her makeup. You know, she's not a makeup artist. She was a teacher. She's now a mom of two. But she does her makeup well and she knows what she likes, and she recommends great products. And I noticed she and I have very similar likes when it comes to makeup. And she recommended this. This is a beautiful one shadow look. You can't go wrong with this. You cannot go wrong with this. All over the lid, blended into the crease. You're ready to attend the wedding. Do you know what I'm saying? You're ready for the special event. This will go with pretty much anything, and it will look like you didn't even really try. The next shade I have is, this shade is Nude Glow, and this one is Cool Cocoa. This is, again, a very like kind of taupe color, but it comes off a lot more matte. A really nice one shadow look. You could even take this in the crease and then put this on the lid. Beautiful. It looks like it's got some shimmer in the pan, but it really translates to be more matte. These are $3. So if you really, really want to keep it simple, you could just do a one shadow look. Why is there a shadow all of a sudden on my face? I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, the next one I have for you. I don't know what's going on. Why is there a shadow on my face now? Anyway. My lighting is not perfect, but guys, it is what it is. Wet n Wild. Specifically this palette. Now, Wet n Wild has kind of rebranded a couple of times since I started wearing makeup, and these are the Color Icon palettes, but specifically this shade, Nude Awakening. $10. Sorry, 10 eyeshadows, and these are about $6. They're 5 something. And I like this colorway specifically because it's very well rounded. They do have some other shades of their Color Icon eyeshadows, the 10 pan palettes, but this one I think is the most beginner friendly, the most universal friendly, like, you know what I mean? And it's well rounded because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes. And this is kind of a metallic, and then some shimmers. Got some transition shades. You can really go dark and smoky. You can keep it really light. Again, I have used something like this for just a one shadow look. See, one is more rose gold, one is a bit more brassy and coppery. Just a really nice kind of vanilla highlight here. And then where's the other shimmer? This one, this is like a satin, almost like a taupe. Really, really easy to wear. And again, the pigmentation of these is really nice. The quality is great. They're blendable. I haven't tried the other shades of these, but I think that this, like, if you want a larger palette, you want a few more options, and you want to start kind of playing around, going from day to nighttime, you could use this as liner. You could get really smoky with this. I think this is a great palette, and it's $6. And it's great quality, but again, the packaging is kind of unassuming, and I think people would look at this and be like, oh, it's Wet n Wild, it's not going to be good. It's great. It's great, and I have traveled with this. If you want options, this is a really nice kind of travel palette. Like, I could use this for the brows, could use this for liner. Like, it's also kind of multitasking as well if you really like stuff like that. Let me swatch the matte shades for you. The matte shades are really creamy. I really love this kind of deep red, sort of burgundy. Great for fall, getting into fall. The brown, it's a very cool tone brown. And then the black is very black. That's great quality, and you're not going to put them on that strong on the eyes. You know what I mean? So again, Nude Awakening from Wet n Wild. So awesome. All right, and then the next palette I have is really more about bringing focus to the brand, because I know a lot of people are not going to go for the color story of this palette. Nevertheless, I will swatch it and show you the quality, okay? Because they do have more neutral shade ranges, more everyday colors, okay? But Profusion. Do not sleep on Profusion. Where I live, the Walmart that's 20 minutes away does not carry this brand. The Walmart that is 30 minutes away does, okay? Now, this is the Emeralds palette. I love this palette. It is so me. It's gorgeous. The quality of these shadows is so good. These are $5. You're getting 10 eyeshadows, again, for $5, and it's a cruelty-free brand. Now, if you don't have them in a Walmart near you, definitely go online and you can look at all of their products and all of the shade ranges of these, because they do have some that are more natural colors, like just browns, and very everyday, very wearable. But if you want to play around with color, they've got color. So I'm going to swatch the shimmer for you first. Again, smooth, blendable. One of my favorite shades is this one, Radioactive. Let me see. Really pretty, like very brassy gold. One more champagne, and this has got a little bit of a red shift to it, this gold. Kind of a lime green. And then, where's my napkin? Then we've got Monumental and Galaxy, which is kind of a very interesting, almost that blue-brown. So if you're not someone who's super into eyeshadow, but you're just starting out or you're practicing, you're not spending $40 to $60 on a super expensive palette because that's what you're seeing ads for and that's what is being sponsored. That's what influencers are promoting because they're getting paid to do it. You've got affordable options. Let me swatch the matte ones for you. Russet, Burn, Juniper, and Meadow. Are those not so good? And you could keep it neutral. You could just wear these three if you want. See what I'm saying? So check out the other colors that these come in. But as far as eyeshadows go, those are my top 3 brands to recommend to you from the drugstore. Well, I guess I should say 4 technically. But for the most part, it's e.l.f., Wet n Wild, and Profusion if you can find it in your area. Profusion also makes a great foundation. They make lashes, they make cheek products, they make everything. I love that brand. Those are some of my favorite affordable drugstore shadows. My lighting is changing because the weather's changing outside. Let me know if this video was helpful for you. That is my goal here. I want to make makeup fun and approachable. I don't want it to be perceived constantly as this very high maintenance thing. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be a pro. It can be approachable. It can be wearable. And just because I love wearing fun colors and I love taking an hour to do my makeup sometimes, doesn't mean that I don't also sometimes want something that's just really easy. I don't feel like sitting down and doing the full routine. You need to know from someone who is not sponsored. Brands don't know who I am. Nobody really knows me, but I have gone through the trial and error, and I'm not going to recommend it to you if it's not good. You see what I'm saying? Like, no one would look at my eyeshadow and be like, that's $3 eyeshadow. But I'll tell them, like, girl, this is $3. Go get you some. Save you some money. We don't need to be spending a ton of money on makeup in this economy. So anyway, I hope that you guys like this video. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear about some of your favorite eyeshadows. Do you have favorite products from the drugstore that you feel are overlooked because of the price point they're at? I feel like something like this would get overlooked because it looks cheap and people are gonna think that it's not good. It looks like it comes from the dollar store, to be honest with you, but it's amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Stay tuned for the full face of e.l.f. makeup. Bye.